guys, it is the last day here at PAX. As you can tell, my voice is gone. Last night was pretty crazy. And I am finally going to be able to get to play Elder Scrolls Online. I feel like crap right now. Everyone kind of feels like crap, but I will try to let you know how it is, after I do the playthrough. PAX day 4 right now, finally the last day. I think we're all pretty tired. I wanted to show you, you see in the background the Elder Scrolls Online. I actually got to play it finally this morning before the general public got in here. We got here about an hour early. I just booked it all the way to the Elder Scrolls Online booth. Got to actually play it for a bit. It is really cool. I know that there was a reveal a few months ago, and like it got really poor reviews. Well, because it looked like a lot like World of Warcraft, or played a lot like World of Warcraft and stuff. But that is not the case anymore. They actually changed it all. It plays more like Skyrim now and Oblivion. So the UI is very clean. The targeting is very clean. I actually picked a sorcerer to start out with, so I had a little lightning attack, but I could still sword and board it while I was playing through the game. So I can actually hit with my sword and block with my shield. I can cast lightning and actually hit things still. So it was actually a lot of fun. I only played for about 10 minutes, so didn't really get a good, in-depth overview of it. But from what I did play, the game does really look promising. Who knows what changes are going to come up until release, but so far it's looking really good at the build that I just currently played. So I will continue to walk around and do more interviews here at PAX Day 4 and let you know how it goes. Thanks. I am here on level 2, I believe, of PAX. I am here with Eric. How you doing, man?
Fantastic.
Thanks for taking the time out to talk about this game. So we wanted to cover a little bit of card games, tabletop games for you guys here on PAX Day 4. I know that we've already covered so many of the video games up there, but now I think it's time for a little tabletop loving, so to speak. So this game that we're here right now is called Pathfinder. This looks really interesting, Eric. Why don't you give a brief overview of what it's about?
Excellent. So this is the Pathfinder adventure card game.
Okay.
It simulates Rise of the Rune Lords, an incredibly popular adventure path put out by Paizo,
okay.
The company that made Pathfinder, the role-playing game.
Okay.
So to play this game, you are given a character. This character has different stats, and the stats are to define what dice you roll when you're called to make a check.
Okay.
So you're playing Ezrin, who's a wizard.
All right.
Now, the object of the game is to explore these locations. And in these locations, there are 2 cards you're looking for, either a henchman or a villain.
Okay.
Each time you defeat a henchman, you will be given an option to close the location. And it's a different thing each time to be able to close the location.
Right.
So in this case, it's an intelligence check. In this case, it's banish a card, which means remove it from the game.
Right.
To simulate that, we tuck it under the character card.
Okay.
And in this case, it's banish a specific some specific cards. So a blessing or a specific ally. So let's say I've closed this deck.
Right.
I've run into the henchman, I've been able to get to it.
Right.
Well, here is the villain. It says henchman up there, but I don't have the villain.
That's fine.
So to fight this villain, I do the standard combat checks. If I succeed, because the town square is still open, he can then run to the town square and hide.
Oh.
And now we have to fight him again here.
Right.
Unless one of my buddies is playing, he can then attempt to temporarily close the town square and lock the bad guy here and win the scenario.
Right.
Each big adventure is made up of smaller adventures that have different scenarios. Each scenario has different locations based on how many people are playing at the time. It's a card game for 1 to 6 players, and I've had a lot of fun playing it.
Awesome. And so 1 to 6 players, what's it? Where can they find this?
Currently, we're selling it on the Paizo website.
Okay.
We're
what's the URL?
www.paizo.com.
Paizo?
Paizo.
So P-I...
P-A-I-Z-O.
Okay. P-A-I-Z-O.com.
And if you happen to be here, they're selling it up on the 6th floor of the vendors.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you know what? Thanks so much for the overview of the game. It looks really interesting and fun.
It was my pleasure, and I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, thank you. Here with Brian from Reaper Miniatures. This is actually kind of like a really cool concept. I did not know when we walked up, I did not even know what these were. I just saw these little miniature little figurines that are, you know, blank, no color to them. But Brian's going to take us through as to what these Reaper miniatures are. So take it away.
Yeah, we're having a paint and take event where we give you a miniature and provide a place for you to sit down and paint it.
Okay.
You'll paint the miniature and take it with you when you're done. It's totally free. We just want people to sit down and have a good time. Hopefully they decided something they enjoy and they come back and they'll buy the miniatures and the paint and get into the hobby.
It's a very cool hobby. Now, if you want to look over here, these are the miniatures that he's talking about, and they got many different types. Do you know how much like how many types do you have? Like thousands, it looks like.
A little over 200 different figures in the range at this point.
Wow, this is really cool. I really like these dragons too. So they basically come blank like this. You sell the paint. And like everything to actually paint it, the brush, the paint, everything.
Yep, we'll sell the whole 9 yards.
Okay, does it come in a kit, or how is it kind of sold, or is it just single?
Most of them, like this guy is together, just like this. A few of them need assembly, like this guy is in different pieces.
Okay.
A little bit of super glue, like you can buy at any store, pretty much. Glues them together.
Right.
And then you're ready to paint.
Awesome. And guys, I think also over there with some people that have finished the paints, there's some really cool ones. So Brian showed me one, and we both looked at one and saw one with miniature writing on it. So right here, these are some that people have finished, and the really cool one is this one. If you guys can make out actually what it says, that's PAX. So very cool. I mean, there's people with all these different skill levels. So what's been the coolest one you've seen, Brian, so far?
Well, the PAX one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've got a guy, I took a picture of it on my phone, I'll pull it up for you, painted one of our clay golems. Painted is a male clay golem, but he painted it to look like a female bodybuilder.
Oh, wow.
And it's extremely impressive.
Oh, wow. That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool with the...
But if you zoom in on it, you can see he even painted the thumbnails pink. Lipstick and everything. It's an incredibly detailed paint job and just a great concept.
Awesome. All right, and so what do these things retail at?
You got the color on the nose and everything.
What do these things retail at?
So the retail prices start at $1.99
Okay.
for your basic figure, and for character-sized figures like this, they'll go up to maybe as high as 350.
Okay.
And then you start getting into the dragons that go into the 6, 7, 8. Our most expensive piece is 75, but
it's a huge
physically this large.
Awesome.
Our most expensive pack dragon is about $15 or $16.
Awesome.
It's a very affordable hobby.
You know what? This is really cool. It looks like a really cool hobby if you can get into it, guys. Brian, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Guys, so continuing our journey through like the tabletop land that we've been trying to do today on PAX Day 4, we walked into this great room here and we ran into Aaron from Critz's Fest. How you doing, man?
Hanging in there.
All right, so yeah, exactly, on this Day 4. So Critz's Fest, if you haven't heard, they make these really nifty things called a dice ring. If you can see it right there, maybe get a little bit of close up right there of what this thing does. It's really cool. All right, so tell me about, for people who just were probably watching that and were like, what the hell is that spinning on your hand? What is a dice ring? Well, tell me about it.
A dice ring, we put a bunch of faces, different dice. For example, the D20 is our most popular one.
Okay.
We scattered the numbers around it so that you can use the ring instead of dice.
Right.
Never leave home without it.
Awesome. So any of you D&D players or tabletop players that need all these dice to roll, well, guess what? Don't need to do that anymore. Like he said, just spin the ring and you're ready to go. So tell me, this started, how did this start? This started as a Kickstarter, right?
Kickstarter, yeah.
Okay.
We got our big break through Kickstarter. We only asked for 23,000.
Right.
We ended up getting 344,000.
Wow.
So.
Wow. So a lot of gamers out there really loved this concept.
Yes, Kickstarter was very kind to us.
Awesome. So it got started, and now where can someone find one of these if they want to buy it?
Right now we have all our styles on critsuccess.com, our website.
Okay.
You can also get there with dicerings.com.
Okay. Dicerings.com, critsuccess.com. Let's actually talk about the different types of dice, because you said this was a D20, right?
So here's our inventory.
All right.
We have 28 different styles, and right now we have 4 different colors that we're offering.
This is very, very cool.
Yeah, so we have all the classic dice, D20, D100, all the smaller ones. Some of the more fun ones, we have double D6, the D100s, 2 D10s on a single band. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. That's great. And a lot of awesome dungeon master rings like alignment, attitude, hit location.
Yeah. Very, very, very cool. All right. Well, this looks very cool, guys. If you are a fan of D&D and you use a lot of dice in whatever tabletop game that you are going to be playing, then go ahead and grab a dice ring at critsuccess.com or
dicerings.com. It just redirects you.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, Aaron, thanks so much.
Thank you for having us. That was awesome.
So I am here with Wasabi One. It's PAX Day 4. We had a crazy night last night. It was fun. Everybody, the whole crew went out, drank, had fun. We did all this. We did a lot of jumping. So, Wasabi, your final thoughts on PAX?
Well, I definitely think it's probably been one of our most successful PAX. Really smooth, a lot of great feedback from new players. Worked out really well using an internet connection to connect in our PTs. Really helped us help the players that are coming in and learning the game.
Right.
And being here with the Chivalry guys.
Yeah, those guys are way cool. Way cool. So, the question is, would you do this again?
Oh, of course. I've done 3 of these shows so far. I'd love to do more. I'm hoping we do another live event. Who knows? I really hope that Unknown Worlds will find a way to make that happen, or maybe the community funds something. Like you, we're here to serve the community. We enjoy
for you guys.
It's definitely not for money.
All right. Well, thanks, Wasabi, for giving us your final thoughts. So that that does it for us here at PAX. This is already the last day, day 4. We are going to be out of here pretty soon. I fly out tonight. The rest of the crew is actually going to be staying here to break down. I got out of it somehow, but it's been so fun. I wanted to thank everybody that has come to the Natural Selection 2 booth and played the game. We really hope that you enjoyed it. Everyone that bought it during the weekend sale and played it during the free weekend that we had this weekend. Also, all our playtesters that went so nice and easy on all the new PAX players that were playing Natural Selection 2. It's been great. I hope with all the footage that we were able to bring you, you got a good idea of what PAX is about. This was my first gaming convention that I ever went to, and I can just tell you, it was quite an experience. So thanks so much for watching, guys. This is Red Dog for REDDOG.TV. I'll catch you on the next cast.